Hi. Years ago, we would have Memorial Day at our house. It was a big event, You didn't go to picnics, you didn't go to fields or pavilions to have them, but it was our house. And the great thing about it for us was my parents would get a soda machine. The soda machine would arrive on Friday afternoon, and we would have it until Monday. So it would be on our play porch, which I guess today would be a mudroom. So throughout the weekend, my siblings and I would sneak out to the play porch. And if my mother heard us, we would just say, "We're taking the dog out." Poor Ginger had like a UTI that weekend, they thought, because that dog went out because we wanted our fountain sodas. Well, I blame my parents for having that soda machine in our house. It was usually more than once a year because it was Memorial Day, and then if there was any kind of communion, confirmation, or something, we got a soda machine. So I now am a soda addict. I am a fountain soda person, and my children can't stand it. My son, the one day we were standing, and I'm like, "You need to stop smoking." And he would harp at me, and he would just keep going, "Well, you need to stop those sodas." And as I sipped my 32-ounce big gulp, I looked at him and I was like, "It's not a problem." And he's like, "You need to." And he goes, "All right, I'll stop smoking when you stop your soda." So it was a challenge. And at the time, I lived away from him. So we would text or call each other and be like, "How many cigarettes did you have today?" And he'd be like, "Oh, I had 3. How many sodas?" And I'm like, "I only had 1. How many ounces, Mom?" And I was like, "Well, maybe 32. And he goes, "What's the largest?" And I said, "I don't know, 48. And he's like, "You have to stop. We're going to start calling you peg leg because you're going to lose a leg because of it." So I tried, and I was like, "Okay, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I will have my soda." So I eased my way, and again, I didn't live with my son, so I didn't always see him. And I was like, it's been like 3 months, and I haven't had any soda. And he's like, "Yeah, yeah." He's like, you can say whatever you want because you're not around." I'm like, "You'll see, you'll see. Next time we go out to eat, I will not order a soda. I will get a water." And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, right." So I was so proud, and I was going to do it, and I had my reservations to go out to visit in March because I was going to take my sister away for her birthday. And so as I was like a month beforehand, I'm driving down the street, and my son calls me, and I was so excited because I was like, I'm telling him, make reservations, we're going. And when I got the call, it wasn't my son. I found out that my son had died in an accident. And as I hung up, I was like, "I have to go home." So I go and I get to the airport, and as I get to the airport, I start to, what do you do? I have too much time. So I go to a restaurant, and the woman comes over and she goes, "What can I get you?" And I say, "Water." And then I look up and I go, "I'll take a Coke." And I looked at her and I said, "Maybe next time I'll give up that soda." But there's never been a next time. The longest I've been is 4 months, but we'll get there. So.